When it comes to the designing and developing learning strategies unit, the most important thing is to provide evidence that you've actually developed 2 entire programs and then explain how one of those programs meets the needs of your client or the training package and the needs of adult learners. We need to see 2 things for this unit. First, 2 different learning strategies or programs. Second is the explanation about one of them. So let's start by nailing down what we mean when we say learning program. That's something that can cause some students a bit of grief. Okay, so what's a learning program? Well, it can take different forms. Common examples include training and assessment strategy, also known as a learning and assessment strategy. Now, that can show how an entire qualification or a skill set is going to be delivered and assessed. You can do 1 or 2 of those for different qualifications that you're involved in. Another option is a unit outline that shows how an entire unit will be delivered and assessed. If you're going for this option, then be sure to include the learning objectives or outcomes, if you call them that, the resources and activities, as well as making clear when you plan to assess it. Now, a unit outline is also known by many different things, such as a term plan or a subject overview. It doesn't really matter what you call it, as long as it has all of the right information in it. Another question that people often ask about this is, what's the right format? Well, the right format is the format that enables you to use it in your work. As long as it has the information that we need in there, then the format is irrelevant, and I prefer to use what you use rather than impose a structure on you. Having said that, have a look at the useful templates documents on your dashboard if you'd like some examples. So that's the first part. What's the second part? This is where a lot of people get stuck, and it's mostly because you probably don't already have evidence lying around for it. You're probably going to have to put pen to paper for this one, or fingers to keys, as it seems to be in the modern world. You see, at the diploma level, it's not just about what you do, but why you do it that way that we need to see. So what we're really looking for here is that you can explain 2 things. 1, how one of your programs meets the needs of the qualification and the client. You know, does it meet the packaging rules, the volume of learning, trainer-assessor requirements, etc.? And then 2, and this is perhaps the hardest bit, is how does it actually meet the needs of your learners? This is where you'd link the way your program is being constructed with your understanding of how adults learn. Referring to 1 or 2 adult learning theories would be a great way to show this understanding. The question then is asked, well, how long does this have to be? And we usually find that about a page or 2 is enough to do it justice, with maybe a third allocated to the first question and about 2/3 allocated to the second. But my experience is that once people start writing, the word limit or the page count doesn't really matter, because they get involved and they know what to say, and when they finish saying it, that's how long it needs to be. Having said that, a common approach with this unit is for people to send in the 2 learning programs with the first part of their explanation. That way we can take a look and make sure you're on the right track before you go much further. If you'd like that as a little bit of a boost for your confidence, then feel free to do that. And of course, give us a call at any time with any other questions you may have.